Oh, the championship season may be over for the best of us, but there is a small Battle of Britain brewing in the championship playoffs. Let's get into it. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction show today. Oh, yes, I'm back. It is the Championship playoff first legs, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button. Keep you bang up to date with all things Championship playoffs related, Blackburn Rovers related, football related. That's right, boys, that's right. Under one, Roski. Of course, you didn't think I was going to just leave the playoffs. No, I'm back into it, and we're going to take a look at that in just a second. A big shout out to the Patreons. That's right, supporting the channel as you do. Respect to the gang. You know who you are. There's 11 of yous. Can you make it 12? Can we make it 12? That's the new goal. Can you be number 12 and join the likes of Aztec Mark B. Mark, Russell Frost, John Spurn, Tom Clark, Tom Beresford, Joe Hansen, Cody Gaho, Daniel Mellor, Bianca Muller, LG and Cow, and of course William Shepherd. Respect to them for being patrons. If you all want to be, if that's your dying wish, it's to become a patron for the channel. There's a link down below, patreon.com/Roverseas. Check it out in the description. But until then, let's get into it. Now, before we do it, we're going to go back and have a look at the old last day drama. See how you all got on with your last bits of predictions, and of course, look forward to the games. And of course, take a look at the results. So, is the championship? Do I have the criteria? Yes, we do. 0 to 3, you're in the Poop Face Gang. 4 to 8, you're in the Straight Face Club. 9+ top banana. Okay, let's kick it all off with Birmingham up against Derby County, Wayne Rooney FC, and of course they were victorious, Wayne Rooney FC, with a 3-1 win over the local rivals. Actually with a 0-0 draw on this one. The goal scorers Graham Shinney, Morgan Wicketer, Lewis Sibley, giving the Rams the victory. Even Sunjic, the 1-0 goal for Birmingham. Next up, oh, what a game this was. Oh, a lot of drama here. Barnsley taking the lead through Callum Stiles. Josh De Silva level for Brentford, but up stepped Clark O'Dore with a winner. 91st minute winner to give Barnsley a monstrous win, and of course dent the automatic automatic promotion hopes for Brentford. 2-1 final score. Actually went with a 3-1 win for Brentford. I got it all wrong. Meanwhile, Preston City and Preston took out to a 1-1 draw. Sean Maguire and Diadaru on the goal scoring sheet for both of their clubs. I actually went with a 1-1 draw. Got this one bang on the nose, folks. Not many this week. Cardiff 3-0 winners over Hull. Of course, secured themselves a playoff spot. Probably the easiest game all season for them. Of course, Hull, they are down. Going to League One. Of course, there's a whole shit show over there. Junior Hoylett, Sean Morrison and Danny Ward on the score sheet. Meanwhile, of course, Leeds 3-0 victors has been up there. All right. I went with a 1-0, sorry, for Hull. 4-0 winners, Leeds on the day over Charlton. Ben White, Stuart Dallas, Tyler Roberts and Jamie Shackleton on the score sheet for the champions and now Premier League side. I actually went with a 3-0 win on this one. Of course, the game of the day was down at Kenilworth Road, and what shenanigans went on with Luton Town. They came out top 3-2 winners in the end. Actually went with a 2-1 win myself. The goal scorers, two big fat OGs going in favour for Luton. Hayden Carter and James Collins put the ball. Hayden Carter and Bradley Johnson put the balls in their own net, and James Collins from the penalty spot, and Adam Armstrong and Sam Gallagher got Rovers some consolation, but ultimately not good enough. Meanwhile, Millwall, they did beat Huddersfield 4-1. Yep, that's right. Just to miss out, though. Conor Mahoney, Jake Cooper, Skalic and Bud Vard on the score sheet for Millwall. Colin Grant, the only goal for Huddersfield. Got a project to build there. I went with a 0-0 draw, so I got that one wrong. Forest, what on earth happened there? For goodness gracious me. 4-1 collapse. And their playoffs, they went with it as well. 4-1 loss to Stoke. Danny Bath, James McLean, Lee Gregory, and Nuno da Costa, big for OG, with a Tobias Figueroa goal for Forest. Unfortunately, they do not make the top 6. I went with the 2-0 for Forest. I believed in them. Unfortunately, they did not believe themselves. 4-1 collapse. Meanwhile, Reading did lose at home to Swansea, and also that was a big old flipperoonie. That result there put Swansea into the top 6. Ryan Brewster, Wayne Routledge, Brace, Liam Cullen with the goals for Swansea. Yaku Mighty got himself sent off. Georgie Pushkas from a big fat penalty gave Reading a bit of hope, but it was too little too late, and up stepped Swansea into the top 6. That's right, the Owls, they did lose to Warnock's boys, 2-1 in the end. Patrick McNair and Bristol Malonga, he scores goals at this level, boys, he does. Chicken Murphy with the only goal for Sheffield Wednesday. I went the 1-0 win for the Borough, and yeah, not too far off the result as well. Like a nervy game over at the Hawthorns, 2-2 final score against QPR. Ryan Manning and Eze on the score sheet for QPR. Dean Ganga and Callum Robinson on the score sheet for the Baggies, and that was was good enough to get themselves promoted. I was just 1 goal shy on that one. I went with a 2-1 win for the Baggies, but ultimately 2-2 final score. They're not going to complain about that. And then Wigan, they did draw with Fulham, which also dented their automatic playoff hopes. Where's that scoreline? I don't even see that scoreline. 1-1. I think Kiefer Moore got on the score sheet, and Cabano for Fulham equalised. I predicted 2 goals in this game, but I just didn't think they would be split. But Fulham, unfortunately, will be in the playoffs. As I said, Battle of Britain. We have Brentford and Fulham, and we have also got Cardiff and Swansea. I did pretty poop in the final full match day of predictions, which means I'm in the Shipface Gang, and there's not many of us in that this week, so hopefully there might be one person joining me. To be honest with you, I don't think so. In fact, before we take a look at the table, let's take a look at how you guys got on, shall we? Let's take a look at who is joining me in the Shitface Gang. Well, Hull City fan, he's not happy with his club, but he's happy with his picks. Not too shabby. Football Mapper, not too shabby. Liam Martin, not too bad. Recho Finch, 07 with an edit, not too bad. Dominic, he did all right for himself. Dylan O'Donnell, he did okay for him as well. Brad Petford, not too shabby. Devante Caprice, also very, very good. Carl BTW did okay. David Keeley, not too shabby. Will Hayes, not too bad. Risky, also not risky predictions, very, very solid. Huraku also did very well. Shepherd, legend, with a prediction. Of course, Patreon as well, did okay. And Bry Plays did okay as well. Final stretch here, Yannick Bustler, not too shabby. Logan Spavany did all right. Joachim Johansson, is a respect to my brother. Patreon, well done to you. Shane O'Donnell, not too shabby. Cody Gaho, well done you as well. Looks like I'm on my own. Luke Strudwick did okay. Vincent Hung, not too shabby. Russell Frost, he must be over the moon. Barnsley sticking around for another season, and he did okay. And Ahmed Sohi also did very well. So the Shitface Gang is me and me alone. How cool do I feel right now? But let's take a look at the final table out in the Championship right here. Here it is, boys. So Leeds will be going up. West Brom are joining them. 10 points the gap in the end. Just 2 points the difference between West Brom and Brentford, who are level on goal difference with Fulham. And then the 2 Welsh lads are in there, Cardiff and Swansea. Forest, unfortunately, will just miss out on goal difference. Millwall could be a little bit, feel a little bit hard done by as well. 2 points adrift. Rovers ended up the season in 11th. Not great, but top half finish, which is okay. And yeah, we were in top 10 for the majority of it just yesterday. It is a bit of a kick in the bollocks. I really want to finish top 10. And when we took the lead against Luton, I thought, you know what, we're going to do this. We're going to finish top 10. But no, it collapsed. Down the foot of the table, Hull, Wigan and Charlton. As it stands, the season has ended. They are going down to League One as it stands. But of course, there is the appeal by Wigan. There is also the discussions about Sheffield Wednesday and Derby, and they could both receive heavy heductions. And in theory, if Derby were to get one of those heavy deductions, we would be top 10. Get in there, boys. Oh yeah. So there's still hope. There's still hope for a top 10 finish. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's right. We believe. Wayne Rooney FC could get a little bit of a late kick up the backside, but we'll see. We'll see if it happens now. It may happen in the next season. I don't know, but regardless, that's how it ended. But now it's all about the final 4. So here are your final 4. Brentford will be joined alongside Fulham. Cardiff City make the final 4 as well, and of course Swansea City. So let's take a little look about these 4 teams then, as we edge closer to the first legs. So Brentford, they do play their football for the time being at Griffin Park. Their capacity is 12,763. They are governed by Thomas Frank, the smooth German. So last season, matey boy Farker got himself promoted. The old German with Norwich. Can Tommy Frank do the same thing? Of course, formerly assistant to Smudger, who is now at Aston Villa, but he's done okay with them with the boys so far. They finished third, of course, finished 4th round of the FA Cup, first round of the League Cup. Their top goal scorer is Ollie Watkins. As for Fulham, they play their football at Craven Cottage, which is a 25,700 seater stadium, but no one will be there this next few days, of course. Scotty Parker is the man pulling the strings. Of course, they finished 4th in the FA Cup. They made it to the 4th round and the 2nd round of the EFL Cup. Their top goal scorer is Alexander Mitrovic. I'll tell you what, if Fulham don't get promoted, Alexander Mitrovic will be playing Premier League football one way or another next season. He's too good for this league. He's too good. And then the same could be said for Brentford. They've got some very, very good players. And Mbembo, who's the other one? Who else makes up that power 3? Watkins, of course. But Mbembo, but the other one. There's another one. I can't remember. I'm going to have to check on the stats here. Who is the other one? Ben Rama. There we go. Ben Rama. Those 3, they're going to be too hot to handle for Brentford if they don't get up. So yes. Anyway, moving forward into the Welsh lads. Well, they play their football Cardiff City FC at the Cardiff City Stadium, of course. 33,316 attendance when available. Neil Harris is pulling the strings. He's done an absolute tremendous job. I wrote them off. I did write them off. They finished 5th, of course. 4th round FA Cup, 2nd round EFL Cup. But their top goal scorer, this is probably where they're going to lack a little bit. And if they get promoted with this kind of goal scoring material, then questions need to be asked about a lot of stuff. But Robert Glatzel's got just 8 goals. There's 2 or 3 of them on 8 goals, but I thought I'd give it to Glatzel. And they're joined by their fellow Welsh buddies, Swansea City. Tidy. They play their football at the Liberty Stadium. 20,270 people can be in attendance when allowed. Stevie Cooper, again, another manager I wrote off at the start of the season, has got them. This was the team that come out of nowhere, boys. It always happens. Unfortunately, I was hoping it was us, but it always happens. They managed to finish 6th, of course, on the last day, within probably one of the last few kicks of the ball. They finished in the 3rd round of the FA Cup, 3rd round of the EFL Cup, and the top goal scorer is Andre Ayew. Now, before we get into the old stats and figures and all that kind of jazz, we want to know what DigiCast thinks will happen in the first legs of the Championship playoffs. Let's get into it. So it all kicks off on Sunday, the 26th of July, folks. Not long to wait between these two boys knocking each other's heads off over the Liberty. Aye, that's right, tidy. 26th of July, Sunday. It is Swansea City up against Brentford. Now let's take a look at this match then, shall we? Again, get your predictions in nice and early. We'll take a look at them as we lead into the second legs. These two sides did play early in the season, but over in the last 6 encounters, Swansea City have won 4 of them. Brentford have won 2 of them. But Brentford have actually won their last 2, and that was this season. Of course, they met earlier in October in Swansea, in the the Liberty Stadium. Ben Rama in Bembo, and a big fat own goal by Jake Bidwell gave Brentford the 3 points on that occasion. Of course, they met on Boxing Day as well. 3-1 winners. Brentford coming out on top in Bembo again. Ollie Watkins with a brace. Andre Ayew, the aforementioned Andre Ayew, with the consolation goal for Swansea. Coming into this, of course, these two sides in okay form. Brentford are actually in a bit of ropey form. They probably hit a rough patch just at the wrong time. Back-to-back defeats for them. Of course, losing to Barnsley, and of course, losing to Stoke when it looked like it was nailed on for them to get promoted. Meanwhile, Swansea look okay. They look pretty decent. In fact, just one defeat the past 6. That was against Leeds back on the 12th of the 7th. Well, the bookmakers say Swansea City are 23-10 for the victory over in the Liberty, and 23-10 is the draw. 6-5 is your away win for Brentford. However, let's take a look at the odds overall for the team to get promoted and go all the way to the Premier League. Well, we got Brentford at 6-4. You got Swansea at 9-2. That's right. For me, what am I going to go with on this one? It's a tight one, of course. Brentford are scoring goals, and I think Ryan Brewster's turned out to be a very, very crucial signing, especially at this level. We've shown that he can deliver. I think another season in the Championship beckons for him, whether it is with Swansea or with another club on loan, before he'll make the transition to Liverpool's first team. But I think the first leg is going to be tight. There's going to be goals in it, though. I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw, that's right, which will give both sides the belief that they can get something at the second leg, but it'll leave us nicely poised for something to get excited about. Next up, of course, it is the other Battle of Britain. It is Cardiff City up against Fulham. So let's take a look at this one then, shall we? Of course, these two sides sides finishing okay in the old division in the playoffs. Of course, Cardiff kind of secured their football quite comfortably with that victory over Hull City. Of course, Fulham just missing out with a stodgy draw against Wigan. Anyway, the last 6 encounters between these two sides see Cardiff victories just the once, Fulham with a 3 and 2 draws. They did play each other, of course, twice this season. Once in lockdown and once before lockdown. The first one was back in Wales. It was a 1-1 draw. That's right, Josh Murphy on the score sheet for Cardiff. Alexander Mitrovic as well on the score sheet for Fulham as well. Harry Arter got himself dismissed. Meanwhile, the game that did take place at Craven Cottage was in 10th of July, not too long ago. Mitrovic as well got on the score sheet in Josh Onoma to actually gave a bit of belief to other sides amongst the chasing pack that we might squeeze in the top 6, but no, it had little to no effect. But anyway, coming into this, of course, Cardiff on red hot form. It's 3 wins on the spin for them, picking up victories against Hull, Middlesbrough, and of course Derby County. Fulham on the flip side, not the greatest form, just 1 win in the past 3 as well. That was against Sheffield Wednesday. An 8-goal thriller, of course, draws against West Brom, and of course Wigan have not done themselves any favours. So yeah, it is ropey old stuff here. Of course, the bookmakers odds on this one 7-4 for the victory for Cardiff, 9-4 is your draw, and 31-20 for Fulham. I think they shaded on this one. If you want to take a look at the odds for both of these two sides to get themselves promoted to the Premier League, as it stands, Fulham are 9-4, Cardiff are 4-1. So I think Brentford are currently the favourites, and Fulham are second favourite. So the 2 London clubs are in the driving seat as it stands. For me, though, I'm going to go with a 1-0 win on this one to Cardiff. Yes, I know you don't believe it. And I don't think it's too much of an ask. I think Fulham will still win this. And I think when they bring it back down to London, it will just make for an all-important classic in the end. And that, my friends, is what I've got for you in regards to the Championship player first legs. Of course, we'll be back for the second legs. When do they take place? Because this one takes place on, is it Monday? I didn't give you the game on this one. This one does take place on Monday the 27th. So around about that same day, later on that evening, we'll have the second leg. So make sure you stick around for that. And of course, we'll take a look at your predictions. But that's it, my friends. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that thumbs up. But of course, if you are new, smash the old subscribe. New videos every single day on the channel. It just doesn't stop. We've got the Scottish stuff coming around the corner as well. We've got the Champions League, we've got the Nations League, we've got the Europa League. We're all here, boys, under a one roof. These guys are going to take a bit of a break, but this man keeps on trucking. Until then, though, smash the thumbs up, smash subscribe, and I'll see you in the second legs. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.